good Ignite Liverpool tradition, it's a really complicated one for me to attempt to get the name of. So Peter, in with his talk about complexity, he's given me a complex name, Peter Schriewersmann.
Yeah, fantastic.
There we go. Welcome to the stage, please.
Starting my presentation on complexity in style, right?
Yeah.
Right, you can always rely on a German to take the humor out of a presentation. So, I hope you have a drink. It's 5 minutes to go through. Right, so I'm an adopted Scouser. I've lived in England for 13 years and Liverpool for 8 years. I'm fascinated by the topic of complexity and observe a lot how people are doing things that I think are wrong. So, but anyway, I think you will agree with me by the end. I hope so. Anyway, complexity, the definition, very simple, is the state of whatever, something intricate and complex. I will get back to this in a minute, but somebody on LinkedIn wrote something very nice about me, about my ability to find shared solutions despite deeply held, conflicting values and agendas and views. That's going to be important towards the end, because I want you to reflect upon yourself and your skills in this regard as well. So getting to the real core of it, Paul Valéry, a philosopher, once said, everything simple is false, everything which is complex is unusable. And I think that really starts to maybe make you understand where I'm going with this. There's complex matters in the world, global warming being one of them. The homelessness situation can't be resolved by a politician taking a thumbs-up picture with somebody dragging a mobile soup kitchen down Wall Street. For example, there's complex matters such as the attempt to take over Afghanistan and stabilize it afterwards, which obviously spectacularly failed, or you go have a cup of coffee during Game of Thrones, come back and have got no idea what's going on. So they are all very complex matters in life. Now there are simple matters in life, like the Billy from IKEA, allegedly. A cup of tea, which obviously me as a German know very little about, and 2 chocolate digestives. Another very simple thing is to simply not pay the EU an alleged amount of 350 million and give it to the NHS, problem solved. It can be just so simple. Allegedly. And this is really the point. And this is what has been bothering me since I was very, very young. And it took me a long time to get my head around it. What really matters is balance. And it matters that we are passionate about balance and passionate to speak out about balance and say no to the crap, quite frankly spoken, on both sides of the argument. That does not mean that you are sitting on the fence. And I hear that regularly when somebody says, oh, this and that. And I said, well, actually, it's more complicated than that, because there's this factor. And they say, oh, don't sit on the fence. I'm not sitting on the fence. There's loads and loads of things in the world that make even allegedly simple topics very complex. Politics, ideology, social media, Twitter, 140 characters. What the hell can you possibly convey in 140 characters? The human's ability to forget, and I'm German, I know, our crimes against humanity are the more recent ones. We cannot forget these sort of things. Charisma was one of them, which I'll get to in just 1 second. Now, an iPhone, yeah? An iPhone, the reason why Apple is so amazing, allegedly, I don't have one, is simplicity to use. But to actually build it is very, very complex. So what I'm saying is it can coexist, but it doesn't coexist very often. And it requires, and this is a great example of a difficult topic being entirely bastardized and a hugely complex topic. Again, I'm German. We took 1.5 million Syrian refugees to Germany and just simplified beyond meaning. So this I want to go back to the beginning now and reflect. There's some people, and you will recognize both of those gentlemen, one of them for good reason, one of them maybe not so much, that have got abilities to simplify complex matters in a way that really captures the people's audience. And that's a good thing, but you've got responsibility with that. And even if you're not like Nigel Farage or Martin Luther King, what can you do, what skill do you have that you can use in your daily life and then go out in your network? And I don't mean to preach to the converted, the friends that are already of your mindset, but people that are maybe not of your mindset, and put your arguments across to create balance in some of the ridiculous kind of narrative that's currently out there. So the truth hurts sometimes, right? The truth takes time. So maybe the outcome of your debate is that you were not right. Yeah, you have to live with that. Don't shout like the other person said. But what I would like you all to do, if that's okay, if you're with me on this, is to promise that you take more time to debate and understand the complex and important matters in life, and that you stand strong, that you are not being bullied into simplicity, but push back the people who aim to oversimplify it and therefore lose the truth in the matter. So that's sort of me. Thank you. Thank you.